Wrestling from head to toe. New stories, independent wrestling. Let's go. Breaking down the matches, analyzing the fights. Big cats got the scoop, shining the spotlight. From the big leagues to the underdog flight. Purr sessions got you covered day and night. With the roar of the crowd, we dive deep inside, uncovering the secrets we can't hide. Body slams and suplexes, we abide. Purr sessions where the wrestling truth resides.
Welcome to another episode of Purr Sessions Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Big Cat Tyler Adams, the Maine of Maine. And I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. We are live every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And sometimes you get a lucky Saturday show. Everybody decided that they fucking hate me and didn't jump on. No, I'm just kidding. Dylan Nix is still hanging out with family. Levi Spade, I think he's saying he's live right now, enjoying the last day of TikTok. So they're going live the whole night. And JP O'Reilly is enjoying family as well. And Samuel Matthews can suck a big dick. So you got me. Yay. And like yesterday, we went so long with the interview with Eric Johnson, even though it was a great interview. We never even got into what he's currently doing, from the road where he had the 13 either 13 or 14 undefeated streak, things with Limitless, his time as Let's Tag Team Champions with Brandino. So I'm hoping we can get him back down in the future. I still want to get a bunch of other guests before then. I know we got to get Hess back. We got to get Eric back. Smiley was so much fun. Like, these guests are so much fun to have. So we've been going longer and longer on Fridays with these guests that we might be doing this regularly, where if we have a guest on Friday, we do the guest show for Friday, and then Saturday you guys will get the news show. It's just something that we're thinking about, just because with the bigger that we're starting to grow, which is awesome, we're getting more comments. People are asking more questions with the people that we're interviewing. So we don't want to take away from that, trying to cut the interview early just to go into the news and stuff. So we're thinking that there's a possibility that either it's just going to be a guest or we're going to do guest on Friday. Saturday will be news, but then we get into that problem where Saturday is a possibility where we have shows. Like, we got a bunch of shows coming up. February 1st is Ring Wars 2. I will be there with Dylan Nix against Hyper Putin, as well as Samuel Matthews. I think he was like with JP. Never mind. I don't think he's actually booked. Levi Spade, he's doing a bunch of shit with Primos. So it's going to be hard to do possibly doing that. So it's just things that we're trying to experiment and have fun with. But like I said yesterday, I didn't want to leave you guys with nothing. I wanted to give you guys an actual show for the news, even though it was a great show with Eric Johnson going through almost 3 hours, talking, shooting the shit. And we, like I said, didn't give it everywhere. So let's get into it, I guess. Maybe we'll have some other friends joining in eventually. If not, whatever, you got me for the whole show, and everybody's leaving. They don't want Big Cat at all. I understand. So have you guys seen this with Corey Graves? I think this is a shoot. Work. But Corey Graves, he was on he's on Twitter, and he just let out some emotions that got him in deep water. These tweets are now deleted. However, of course, people saved them. So it's crazy because I didn't think that these tweets were that bad, my personal opinion. But so he was off from the NXT I think after he posted this. So he said on his own personal Twitter, says, imagine chasing your dream, then being told, not deciding that you're no longer physically able to pursue your dream. Then you decide your life to something dream adjusted, and being pretty fucking awesome at it. Then when it's time to enjoy your fruits of your labor, being told you're not famous enough to do your own job. Just in case you're wondering where I've been. So he tweeted that, and there was a lot of heat, I guess, supposedly. I kind of think this might be, like I said, this might be a work. So he says, I've got a lot to say. Don't miss WWE and NXT tonight on the CW. And then the prompt confusion of multiple fans, and the confusion only grew when Graves did not appear on the June 14 episode of NXT. So he's in a little bit of hot water, I guess, going on. Supposedly there's been rumors that there's a possibility of him returning to wrestling. You know, we've seen that with Edge, you know, Daniel Bryan, you know, other guys that are told never can wrestle again, and they're back wrestling. According to Meltzer, which is probably not even true, more than likely not even true, there's already a plan for McAfee and Cole to announce for Raw. Meanwhile, the original plan was for Graves to move back to SmackDown with Joe. However, something changed, and Wade Barrett took Graves' spot, and Graves moved to NXT instead, leaving Graves really upset. Which, Graves is not a bad commentator if this is actually like a shoot. He does really good on commentating. I honestly still my like everybody's favorite growing up was Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler. You know, those are the two best commentating team right there, commentating members right there. So you can't get any better than that. But Graves has done really well. Michael Cole, amazing. So I can understand, you know, doing so well that he would be upset when they kind of feel like he's being put like a downgrade. But you know, he's not a guy that not feel comfortable to share his stuff, I should say. We all know what happened like a while back with another NXT commentator getting into his face, kind of being an asshole, which caused that guy to leave. Can't remember his name, I apologize. But yeah, so this is what's going on right now. This big thing. Everybody's trying to figure out if it's a work or if it's a shoot. Who knows? Who knows, right? I think there was more to it that's talking about possibility. I saw that right here. Update. Let's see. Nope, that's not the right one. Let's see. Let's see. I want the update on the situation. I love it when I had this ready to go and I can't find the correct tab right there of what I'm looking for. And this is probably the wrong tab. Nope. Here we go. So this is nodq.com. This is the updated situation. WWE announcer Corey Graves. Monday night, WWE announcer Corey Graves issued a public statement about his status with the company following his move back to the NXT brand. Graves later wrote, and he would say a lot. He would have a lot to say on January 14th, and then didn't end up premiering on the NXT show. Graves' future with the WWE is currently uncertain. And then update with Dave Meltzer. This is Dave. I believe Dave's quote. We are told that he is not trying to get fired, just trying to blur the lines and create buzz. One person high up in WWE said after that, he may be telling everybody it's a work and turn into one. But it's a total shoot when it's happening. To make it completely clear, he isn't saying that publicly as in this situation. He's probably not going to publicly talk about it for a long time, until long after it blows over, unless there's an angle from it or if the relationship with the company were to end. I can't believe everything that Dave Meltzer says, but who knows? I can, like I said, can see the frustrations that you feel like you're on the top brand and then being put on NXT could feel like it's a downgrade. However, we're seeing banger matches after banger matches in NXT. At this point, I kind of feel like it's all the same. Yeah, it would be awesome to be on the Netflix show because that's the bigger show, getting millions and millions of views. I think the first show, I think it was either between 4-6 million views, which is something they haven't gotten in forever. So it's kind of cool that they are, be able to get that Netflix. Yeah. But speaking of Netflix, we saw Penta. He had his match with Chad Gable. Amazing match. What we know, it's the rumor, the first the first Raw on Netflix, he was supposed to have a match. I think they were, if I remember correctly, they were teasing Ray and Penta against Kofi and Alexander Woods. However, because of time from The Rock's promo and John Cena's promo, they had to cut it. So he had his match with Chad Gable. It was a great match. Oh, some botches in there. Some literally like oof spots. Like he hit the floor. Like Chad did not catch him at all. I'm like, oh, that probably sucked a lot. And then he had a promo just basically thanking the WWE Universe. And, this is Penta's time now, basically. And apparently, he's gotten backstage heat. Apparently, he ran long in his segment match, and it pissed everybody off. Granted, like I guess there's a big possibility because of AEW where they probably don't tell times. That's because they're always over their times in AEW. So maybe he didn't really feel like he gave a shit. Or he was kind of just probably just like, you know what, you cut me from the last show. Fuck you. I can go whatever I want. But who knows? So I got an article right here from right here from I believe it's called Woke Culture. I believe it's Phil Oates. There we go. Yes, it's Woke Culture update. Penta ran overtime on Raw debut. Backstage Heat. And then let's see. Fightful Select has published a new report confirming that Penta's WWE Raw debut ran overtime. Especially has post match promo went longer than expected. The outlet couldn't confirm whether or not this led to anything else on the show being cut. So yeah, basically getting some little backstage heat. WWE newfound flexibility on Raw's runtime on Netflix, as it isn't bound to a broadcasting schedule in key markets in the US and UK. Fightful notes, however, the company was trying to hit the 2 hours and 30-minute mark for Raw this week. So yeah, again, they're just a little bit pissy about it. But hey, you know what? He's a big star. Everybody's excited for him. He's fucking doing great. I'm looking forward to some banger matches. Hopefully, he can have a better match with CM Punk. Oh my god, that match was so bad on AEW. So funny though. If you saw that, it's just so funny. CM Punk went to do a Hurricanrana and just ate shit. It's the I put it on the botches from Portal 2, the catch me, and this fucking Punk just eating shit because it's hilarious. But like so many good matches I can see Penta in. We obviously everybody's like looking forward to him versus Ray because they had a banger of the match in Mexico. I can't remember what the promotion is, but you can look it up. It's fantastic. It's an amazing match. And there's a lot possibilities of whoever. You can pretty much work with whoever they throw with him and just throw out bangers. So I like how the direction WWE is going with signing talent, getting people in, trying independent talent coming in, going from your normal from like getting signed to NXT to getting signed to getting like on the main roster, which is pretty dope. What we saw with the new bloodline, all those guys, independent stars immediately coming in main roster, But who knows? Maybe they'll, after they're done with their storyline, they could possibly just go right straight into NXT, do some more training, because I know some of their shit's fucking sloppy. But who knows? We could see more stars. I know a lot of guys on the independent scene are getting ID WWE contracts. Something like to look forward to, like those names coming up to NXT, shit like that. Get really excited for. So main thing I wanted to talk about is, if you guys didn't see, we saw finally the merger for WWE and NXT. Not NXT, sorry, TNA. I apologize. I usually have friends here to put me in place. However, they decided to spend time with their family and be an asshole. So WWE and TNA finally announcing their multi-year partnership. They've already been doing a bunch of shit together anyways. You know, a lot of TNA stars going to NXT, you know, Joe Hendry, and, you know, vice versa. It's really cool. I can't wait for this. AEW, as we know, tried to do the same thing, and they failed fucking miserably with it. It was terrible. They kind of buried TNA doing that, but I feel like WWE and TNA working together is going to be awesome. It's going to be great for both companies. And yeah, the former TNA Knockout World Champion Jordan Grace and Joe Hendry frequently appeared on NXT programming in 2024, highlighted by the NXT Championship match featuring Hendry and Ethan Page at No Mercy. Many NXT superstars also crossed the line into TNA wrestling. You know, got a bunch of it. So this is great. I love working with the shit. I know Nix has brought it up. You know, hopefully, maybe we can get ROH back. We can just have a fucking like banger of a company. Get ROH, TNA working with WWE. You know, everybody working with each other. Be really fucking dope. Especially like do like ROH, like main focus on like just the signed indie guys, having them on the show that had the ID contracts, you know, having them progress into like NXT and then eventually WWE main roster. I think that'd be awesome. You know, WWE is doing everything smart. Like, I'm so excited about this WWE. I like this current WWE system. I've explained it before, but like, if you're not working shit like that, you know, working the indies, doing other shows, you know, WWE's working with Noah, fucking, you know, it's awesome. It's very awesome. Giving these guys the ability to, hey, we're not using you right now on TV. Why don't you go, you know, continue going out and promoting yourself, you know, keeping you fresh, shit like that. And that's awesome. I'm loving that shit. I'm loving it. But Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy were on the Chris Von Vliet podcast, and they had like talking about this, you know, the TNA experience, AEW, how they feel like they're going to continue on. And I'm going to start one at a time. I think Matt has a more straightforward talk about it. However, I enjoy Jeff a lot better, but Matt's still cool. But this is Matt Hardy talking about TNA and WWE working together.
Kind of set you up for a possible WWE return this year, it feels like.
There is that was actually one of his bold predictions. The Hardys will wrestle a match in WWE before the year's over.
How do you feel about that?
I feel good about that. I mean, that's one of the great things about working with TNA now. You know, they know that we do have a lot of love for WWE. They know that we would like to one day do the Hall of Fame. We filmed some content from WWE that'll probably be dropping pretty soon. I saw the Dudleys did it the day before us, and I know theirs just dropped recently. But we have a good working relationship with them, and I think, you know, if the perfect storm arose, I think you could see us pop up even as TNA champs on some WWE show at some point. You know, who knows?
The Royal Rumble's right around the corner.
Yeah,
There's an opportunity there for a version of you to show up.
Sure.
Maybe at another point in the match,
Yeah.
Jeff to show up as well, wearing these championship titles.
Yeah, I mean, it's their relationship is very good. It's very good for business. The very positive WWE / NXT TNA relationship is very good for business.
And it goes both ways as well.
It does.
You know,
It
and that's
really
been
does.
really fun to see.
I mean, if a TNA star goes and shows up on NXT, they seem like a bigger star. You know, it's a great star building moment for them.
100%.
And with that same thing being said, TNA is a company that has been around now for over 2 decades. And if you send an NXT talent to TNA, they seem like a bigger star for being there too.
Yeah, 100%. 100% agree with that. You know, and that'd be awesome. Like seeing more TNA talent, and definitely get Matt and Jeff back. I kind of wish Matt and Jeff and Edge and Christian had at least one more match together before they separated brands. Yeah, so it's great things with TNA and WWE working together. We could see a lot more possibility in matchups that a lot of people want to see. Let's see. I think I have Jeff. Do I have Jeff talking about TNA? I don't. So I don't. I thought Jeff did. I thought I did. Maybe it's part of this. So I got Jeff Hardy talking about AEW, and I think he mentioned TNA in this.
Relationship with TNA and WWE.
Yep, I was
It
right.
seems completely plausible that the Hardy Boys would be in WWE at some point this year.
Yeah, for sure. And man, it's there's never been a real heel Hardy run, and I was so excited about that in AEW. But I know I own what I've done, and it was my fault. I really let Matt down with the whole AEW thing. I think even AEW, man, before I broke my nose wrestling Sammy Guevara, man, my thinking was like, man, we're not being used. What if I can be like a heel on social media and send out some tweets? And it evidently wasn't professional. But again, it's not like I was being serious. I just said something like, Collision was designed for punks, and that but I ended up getting 3 matches out of that with Swerve Strickland, John Moxley, and then Sammy. And in that match, in all those matches, I had that feeling, that passion. I could feel it again within myself. I was, oh my God, I love this. I got a lot more left in the tank. And I experienced that, but then naturally injury happens, and my nose was broke, and naturally that was going to take a while to heal, and things just worked out the way they worked out. And I'm so glad to be back in TNA, and super excited, man, because TNA has been there for me in dark times, man. When I left the pro wrestling world in 2009 and got in my situation, man, TNA employed me, and they supported me, and oh my God, like I said earlier, 2012 was one of the best years of my career. I was, from sobriety, I was doing really good. And I just eventually eased into that drinking alcohol again. It took a while, but it slowly caught up to me.
Yeah. So yeah, just Jeff Hardy just explaining a little bit about his sobriety. He's struggled with it a lot, and I think he's sober now. I think he's been sober for a few years now, and it's great because, like I said, he seems like he does great, and then he drops, and then does great again, and then he drops. I've never been in that type of situation, so I can't imagine how difficult it is trying to continue to be sober and trying to continue doing this type of work where you're constantly getting hurt. Like we've said it multiple times, doing this is like taking a bump is like being in a 35-mile-an-hour car crash every single time you take a bump. So guys like this who are on the road at the daily, even like Hardy, you've seen all the crazy things that the Hardys have done, falling off ladders, going through tables multiple times in their career. It takes more of a toll on you. So to try to stay away from pills and alcohol and whatever harder substance, I bet it's tough when your body is just killing. It's just in constant pain. We saw Kurt Angle talk about how many somas he was on because of his broken neck and shit like that, and trying to continue on going. So good on Jeff for trying to staying sober and, continuing that. I know Matt had an issue with, I believe had an issue with that as well. And then had an easier time getting sober than Jeff has. But continue on with this. We got like a bunch more going on. Let's see. Let's do, what we were talking about, the sobriety. Let's talk about Jeff Hardy at Victory Road. As we know, the Victory Road was the very, very fucked up Jeff Hardy coming out, supposed to have an amazing match with Sting, and it didn't go that way at all. Sting pinned him because he was just fucked out of his mind, and this is him explaining it.
Or anything from Victory Road?
I remember going out there, and I remember just Sting roughing me up and like throwing me to the mat. So I remember, and naturally we say like he shot on me, but Eric Bischoff told him to pin me because I was a zombie. And it was obvious when you watched the tape. Face paint, and I was kind of MIA throughout that whole evening. Me and Sting had talked about this one killer spot I was going to do. It was something like the twist of hate with the head in the chair, but I was going to take his finish, the reverse thing, in a chair, and I was scared of that because I was, oh my God, I'm gonna break my neck. I don't know if I should do this, but anyway, and yeah, I remember like sobering up after that, and Jeff Jarrett and even Hogan, man, and knowing I had to go home and get straight. And they gave me another chance, man. When I did go back, I did this song called Resurrected, and Bruce Pritchard was there, I believe, and he made me go in the locker room and apologize to everybody. And I don't think I've ever been that nervous in my life. I was so nervous in front of all of these professional wrestlers that I admire and love so much, but I had to go in there and just, say I'm sorry for what I did on pay-per-view. And but that was good for me. It helped me heal, and so I just moved on from there and had a really good 2012. But yeah, such a dark time with Sting. And Sting, every time I've seen Sting since, I mean, he's just such a good dude and such a support. And yeah, so I've just had a lot of dark times from the alcoholism and the drug addiction stuff. It feels good to be on the other side of that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get fired. I'm really like he was such an important talent at that time. I think months prior, before he got fired from WWE, he was champion, and then he had dropped the belt because of his addictions and shit like that. And I've heard too that Sting is amazing. Yeah, very nice guy, very down to earth guy. I wish WWE kind of treated him better. There was a massive scare too with Seth Rollins, but I really wish that there was some better promotion going on. Not promotion, but better story with Sting when he was in WWE. Maybe to try to keep him around. I don't think he was happy at all in WWE. Hopefully he's happy, in somewhat retirement right now. But speaking of the years, he's talking about the years, of his being, addiction and stuff like that. Matt talks about him leaving in 2010.
When it was time to step away for a little bit from wrestling and kind of recenter yourself.
I just knew when my body was so beat up and I had worked so hard through 2010, and at one point, they just said, oh, well, I said, I heard, can I have some time off? I said, oh, well, you're one of the guys we depend on. We'll leave you on the road. And I said, we'll just go, to the doctor, see what they can do. And all doctors do is like write your prescription for pills, and that's kind of where that happened. But once I started going down that very slippery slope, that's where I said, okay, I've got to take some time away. I've got to get myself together and make things work the right way.
And then you came back really better than ever from there.
I feel like, whenever I came back, I was a lot smarter, for sure. And wrestling is kind of a cruel business. Like when you're young and you're athletic and you can do everything under the sun, you'll go out there and do it. And you don't think about the character work. You don't think about, really building a strong persona and telling strong stories necessarily with your character and like whatever the arc is in the story that you're working against your rival, until you get hurt and beat up real bad. And you're like, God, I got to tell more of a story. I've got to be more of a character. And then that's when you start doing it, but then you can't physically do everything that you could when you were younger. So it's a real twisted business in that way. Kind of cursed.
Yeah. It's definitely needed time to step away. And I don't know if that was before or after the Lita stuff with the Edge, and then having him come back and having that amazing story with Edge. But if you haven't heard that, basically both of them, severely depressed about doing this kind of story, getting their personal lives into onto TV. And but that was a killer match. That matches that definitely elevated Matt, and then getting into Jeff versus Matt was fucking awesome matches too. Let's see, I think we got Matt Hardy talking about his return at WWE, him and Jeff at WrestleMania.
We come back to WWE, WrestleMania 33. I'm doing like this kind of like a morphed character. I feel like I'm still trying to retain the broken Matt Hardy identity, but we were playing regular Hardy Boys.
And you talk about it like it's not the greatest return of all time. Oh, WrestleMania 33, no big deal.
Yeah, it was amazing. One of those things, we are so grateful to have had that moment. Like we really kept it to a very small circle of people that knew about it. So there were some people that speculated it may happen, may not happen, but it did. And it's crazy because at TNA, after we'd done all the broken Matt Hardy stuff, the Broken Universe, Brother Nero, just the tens of thousands of people in there going, delete, 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 how we had gotten that over and established it. And it was, all over the wrestling industry. It was so cool.
Did you feel that wave from the audience? Like, did you feel that rush of energy from them?
Yeah. I mean, it was a very surreal moment. Looking back, it's still, whenever I picture it, a lot of times I have vivid memories in my head of something that, has an event linked to it that you really have a vivid memory and it's very crisp. This one is weird. It's almost like there's static around the outside of it because it's like surreal. It almost felt like a dream because it was just so chaotic. And we walked out like we hadn't been in that venue.
And that was a long ramp.
I mean, that we literally had got there and we ran up right before we were going out. They were doing all they could to keep it quiet all the way up to the moment we walked through the curtain. And then once we stepped out, we saw that massive crowd and just the sea of humanity, delete, and all the excitement, people going nuts. And I see it's kind of in slow motion, it's blurry around the edges because it was so surreal. It was very like dreamlike in many ways.
I really wish I could pull up that clip too of their return, of how amazing that return was at WrestleMania, because nobody was expecting it. There was rumors here and there that there's a possibility that they would be there, and the crowd lost their fucking mind, and it was awesome. It was such a great return. Loved it so much. I really wish like they kind of kept it, because at that time, same thing with the Dudleys. They're putting like a lot of guys over more than winning matches, which is fine because they're vets, trying to get the younger guys over. But that's what it just seemed like. FTR is having that issue, I think, in AEW, where they're losing more matches than winning. Like, I kind of wish it would be like kind of 50-50 type thing, building a nice program with somebody and then, putting them over. But it was so great to have Matt and Jeff in, and it's so great to have the Dudleys in at that time too. WWE, it was fantastic. I loved it. So we got more of this Chris Vaughn interview. I think that's all I pulled for Jeff. For Matt. Jeff Hardy talks about the Brock Lesnar incident with a chair shot.
Delivered one of the hardest chair shots in the history of pro wrestling to Brock Lesnar. Walk me through what that was like.
Oh man, I had been taking the 3 power bombs so much, like night after night, and I just felt like it was my chance to get it in, and we were out there, and Matt followed up with a chair shot, but the echo in that building that night was just crazy. And then Matt followed up, and he just went out of the ring, and I was like, the adrenaline was flowing, because it was such a loud chair shot.
He didn't go down.
Yeah, he didn't go down because he is a beast of a man. But then I think after that, I found out through Paul Heyman that that was the first chair shot he had ever took to the head. And I was like, oh my God, I had no idea. But I guess I'm sorry. But
He's going to expect them to all be like that.
oh my God. Gee whiz, thank
Like you
God.
hit him like he owed you money or something.
It was almost this half a second of silence too in the building. People were like, oh. It was like a time stop for a half a second there. Just it echoed through the building. Oh my God, that was extreme.
Yeah, that was a crazy chair shot. I kind of want to see if WWE, if they'll be mad at me if I play it. So we're only gonna play a few. We're only gonna play the chair shot, and hopefully, WWE doesn't, get mad at me. That's the hardest thing about this. It's just trying to play clips and stuff and promos without getting copyright strikes. Well, hopefully we got it here. So check this out. First ever chair shot, and he ate it. Oh my gosh. Crazy. And that sound. Oh my God. Oh. And then that. And I think that chair shot, I think he explained it before. I'm pretty sure it was that one. Maybe it was a different one where he accidentally busted him in the back of the head open by accident to Brock. Might have been that one, might have been a different one. But I can tell you, Brock definitely got his receipts in for that one. So, like, the one thing that I always remember about Jeff Hardy in WWE, besides the winning the belt, winning the biggest belt, the WWE Championship, was his feud with CM Punk. And this is him, explaining it. And this is kind of, I'm hoping there's a possibility we might see this now that TNA and WWE are working with each other.
A lot of people don't get my humor, and it can be, I guess it can be dark at times, but I just said that, by the time I'm 50, I might, go back to the E and, retire CM Punk, and then maybe go in the Hall of Fame. But there was things like it was like that was seriously what I'm manifesting, which is not the case at all. I just said that thinking I was being funny. And I think that was right after I painted my face so uncomfortably in front of all those people.
But everybody took that as gospel.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy says he's going to retire CM Punk.
Yeah, and that becomes like a real, no, but I didn't mean that at all. I just thought it might be funny.
But it could happen.
And yeah, and the reality is it could happen, man. Because our feud, man, still, I get so many compliments on that, man. With people that are adults now, say, oh man, that's you and Punk, the feud was amazing. So even in AEW, I felt like there was a moment for me and Punk, like at least just some kind of face off or uncomfortable, like us running into each other in the backstage or something. But we never got to do that. But man, ultimately, I would love to revisit that feud in some way. And who knows, man, if CM Punk is such a superpower in the pro wrestling game. But man, if Jeff Hardy getting sober made him like an asshole, I mean, come on, Jeff Hardy against the one and only popular CM Punk. I mean, I feel like that's completely possible.
Yeah, banger of a match. That's what I want to see. That would be fucking awesome. But speaking of like heel Jeff Hardy, he goes into detail of Willow, which is his alter ego, coming in with the mask. If you guys saw on TNA, I thought it was a really unique character, kind of cool, something different that Jeff was doing. And this is him talking about, Willow.
Difference in Jeff Hardy. That's why I'm excited too. There's this alter ego of mine, alter Nero of mine, named Willow, and he appeared in TNA, my last run in TNA, and there's a new mask with a brand new faceplate, and man, I haven't tried it on yet, but when I go pick it up and if it fits real good, I'm sure I'm going to get excited about possibilities with, a way darker side of Jeff Hardy, or way more just spiritual, innovative character that Willow's never actually been in the past. The original idea with Willow is like nothing makes sense because he's not human. He's just some alien, and he's the god of my imagination. That's kind of where it all started. But for him to be like my dark passenger and kind of guide Jeff Hardy into this, different zone in pro wrestling, I think there might be something pretty powerful within that idea.
So that's something we might see this year in TNA?
I feel like it for sure. Yeah. So if I throw up a Willow promo on social media or something and it's decent, I mean, that'll be the test, I guess, to see the feedback and then, go from there.
Yeah, I would love to see like Willow versus CM Punk would be fucking awesome. Just I'm so excited for this era of wrestling. It's so much fun. Now, if AEW could do, could maybe get some writers or something like that, and produce the same kind of banger. That's something that would make sense and people would love. I would love to have that. I'd love to see that. It's just everything in wrestling is going so great right now. Independents are amazing. WWE is doing awesome things. TNA is rising and doing some amazing things. We saw Scott, who used to be the owner of TNA. Maple Leaf is doing amazing things. It's doing so many great things right now in wrestling. It's great to be a wrestling fan. It's so exciting just to see like the possibilities of matches and stuff like that. Maybe one day AEW and WWE will have some kind of partnership as well. Because I'd love to see Jon Moxley and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns in the ring again. Or, I've talked about a million times Kenny Omega versus CM Punk. I'd love to see that. Even like there's so many matches we can see with them crossing over. It's hopefully one day we might actually be able to see that if they're still around. But the last clip I have is with Jeff Hardy painting his face. We all know that he does that for coming in. It's his art style. He loves doing that. And there's one episode of TNA where he paid tribute to Bray Wyatt as the Fiend. This is him explaining it.
So much joy out of painting my face, even because I'm always coming up with these images that I know are possible to put on my face. And a good example of that is when I did a tribute to the Fiend. That just turned out incredible. And I said, oh my God, I've never painted teeth on my lips before. So naturally, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, I had to show him some love.
What did it mean to you to pay tribute to him like that?
Oh, the feedback was incredible, man. Just the love that came back from that, and people being grateful of that, because he was such an amazing human being. And Matt got to work with him. Naturally, I would have loved to, but I still watched the little pre-tape we did backstage when I was coming back from shoulder surgery. And we did a little thing back there. I was about to go out with Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, and me, Matt, and Bray did a little thing back there. And I just, oh man, it warms my heart every time I see that.
Yeah, I miss Bray. Bray was a very, very unique and amazing mind in wrestling, and touched the heart of a lot of fans. Like everybody was devastated. Like I even cried. I'll admit to that. I was devastated, that Bray sadly passed away, leaving behind, his daughters and his wife. And he just touched so many fans and wrestlers. Like I do some Bray shit. Like heel cat does a lot of like aneurysms of Bray Wyatt, and I do the senton comes from Bray, as well as crossbody. That like taking things from him, and because he's like he was very like amazing character to take ideas from, but he's definitely missed and loved. And still favorite match to see is the Wyatts versus the Shield. Amazing fucking match. Like I think they had 2 or 3 of them. All of them fucking bangers. All of them bangers. So that's all the Chris Vaughn interview I have for Jeff and Matt. Limitless Wrestling had their event Saturday. They also have one today. We're gonna check the main event tonight. It was the Morgan Hill Meltdown. was on Saturday. I was actually supposed to be there. I had a family emergency, so I couldn't attend. But Matt Cardona was there, and Desmond Cole and him faced off. We're gonna watch that tonight, as well as the main event for Limitless tonight. I want to do that for the people watching tonight. So we'll do that behind the wall. But I just want to give a little tease. You probably won't, audio listeners, enjoy this as much as people watching. But we had Alexander Lee and supposed to be against Jay Haru, and in the corner, of course, is Ed Nagro. And we got a highlight video of, for some reason, the card was changed for some reason. We'll see why.
Wait a minute. The music stopped.
What is this?
Young Storm.
Very important stuff from the back. Ladies and gentlemen, the scheduled matchup between Alexander Lee and Jay Haru, unfortunately, will not be taking place as advertised.
Wait a minute.
I love heel aggro. Heel aggro is awesome.
I'll get your bald bitch ass out here and take this ass whooping. You wanted this. You wanted this, Al. So you gonna come out here like a man and you gonna take this ass whooping. Take this ass whooping.
I wasn't finished.
Oh!
I was not finished. Do you mind? Can I finish?
Kick his ass. Kick his ass. Push him in the corner.
That match, Jay Haru, aggro, that match is not happening. However, another match has been made official for tonight. And this match is a tag team match.
Oh.
But I'm not on the corner. Not any tag match.
You make him take his belt off.
This is a tag team street fight.
Oh, baby. My word, Alexander Lee's going to get that pound of flesh.
Hi, Dad.
AC baby answers the call. The perfect game plan, and it's out the window now. Sure likes his sentence. A trusted friend of Alexander Lee.
This will never do.
Throw it away. Gotta stick him right in.
I bet that hurts a
My
lot.
God. Discus lariat.
Discus lariat.
Murder. Wait.
Ace is looking amazing.
Not
by
just
the way.
vengeance, punishment.
Ace has, worked so hard to drop weight. He's been going to the gym constantly, changed his diet, everything. He did with his TikTok, just showed like his meal plan, stuff like that. Good on Ace. I think he dropped like over 100 pounds or 100 pounds in a year. And he was over 400. I think he's actually lower than me or close to my weight. So good on Ace. Great job, dude. Did fantastic. I hope we get you back on the podcast. You were supposed to go that night, but things changed. I'm actually going to get in touch with him, see if he would like to come back on in February. Maybe we can get him to explain his journey of weight loss and stuff like that. Looking forward to that.
You will get the tables indeed. That, my God, Ace gets just cracked across the head. The steel chair. Aggro, that chair being utilized to great effect now. Cracks across the back. Moving forward, unless Alexander Lee to the floor. Something worse. Oh, God. Oh, God. Haru with the trash can lid.
Oh, no. Oh, ow.
Coming in hot. It's Mero, the pair of clotheslines. The trash can lid. Oh, baby. Somehow, Haru still standing.
Oh, here we go.
Lee on the right.
Samoa drive.
Samoa drive.
Trash can.
not where you want to be. How good's it feel, Ace and Lee? 1-on-2 affair. The Dusters now Rivera. 3D!
I got so mad when I saw that. I got so mad he did the 3D. Not only because we do it, not that reason, because he'd always give us shit for doing the 3D. He goes, "Whoa, that's the Dudleys, bull. Fucking, you could piss off the Dudleys if they ever fucking see you." And here it is, this motherfucker doing the 3D. It's like, oh, it's okay when you do it, Dad. Oh, okay, fucking bullshit.
Through the door, Jay Haru goes. Feels like deja vu for Jay Haru. But now, Lee from the top. Throws on the head fight, driving one into the heart and captures the victory.
Awesome. That was, I wish I was there to see that. I would have been fucking screaming to watch that for that match. Oh, so good. So very good. I'm just double checking to see if we got any other news going on, like news wise. It looks like we don't. Anything like that stands out, because sadly this means we're gonna go bye for audio listeners, and we're gonna do strictly just us, because you guys won't understand what's going on, because we're going to be watching some botches in those matches. So I want to say thank you, audio listeners, for listening. For anyone who wants, to listen to us audio wise when they're driving in the car, maybe at work, we're on every platform: Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Check us out. But if you want to see the full show, you have to be here live every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or like today's a special day. You guys get a Saturday show. So let's hit that stinger and let's watch some botches.
What the hell is he doing? He just fell on his ass.
What the heck? Hey, if you're going to be Tom, you got to be Tom.
Well, actually, things are going real well with the XFL. Oh, yeah. Oh!
It happened. Fuck it!
Fuck it, indeed, right? So we got a pretty good botch show for you guys. I kind of wish the guys got to see this. Maybe I'll play it again next week, but who knows? I actually kind of forgot what here's here.
Oh no!
Knock the fuck out. He is out cold. I love that the other guy's like, I don't know what to do. Ow. Smash her head off the friggin' mat. Oh. And he's out. Concussion.
Come play with me, Britt.
Britt maybe playing possum there.
Nice move.
Looking for the stomp, but Taya avoids it. High boot avoided by Dr. Britt Baker. Swinging a miss. Misdirect by Britt. The Cazadora. And Taya. Maybe think of Road to Valhalla.
Fine. Just fucking why.
Wait a minute! Jared's got the guitar.
You guys don't know. Out. That guitar wasn't gimmicked correctly. She got knocked the fuck out and also sued. Oh, this is funny.
What the hell?
You guys okay?
Yeah, you guys okay?
Whatever you do, please don't try this at home.
Bot Club.
Advantage
Amazing
here.
on Instagram.
What
And
the hell?
broken neck.
Oh, tombstone!
Yeah. Boom. Boom.
Dear Lord!
Broken neck.
No way.
Fucking thing. I'm surprised that he didn't like break his fucking ankles there. Jesus. So yeah, those are the botches. So we're gonna check out because I really want to see this match. We're gonna check out Matt Cardona versus Desmond Cole, and then we're gonna finish the podcast off with Desmond Cole versus Channing Thomas. We'll see who wins. This is a 20-minute match, so that's good. It's not gonna be super long. That's what I was worried about. When these bangers at fucking Limitless, how long they would go. I apologize now if the commentary is very lackluster because I haven't seen this and I really want to see this. So
moment to moment, like Matt Cardona does, capitalizes on his environmental variables. Desmond Cole, in his own right, does the same. Matt Cardona.
That's a packed house.
The vibe in the
Good job,
room
guys.
opting not to start the match.
That's a packed house with people standing.
Cardona advising on their time. Sterling, a seasoned manager, no shortage of tactics and advice waiting in that black book of his.
I think it's
And now,
capacity. I think it's like 6. There's people standing up in the rafters.
Eric Greenleaf.
This is a sold out fucking show. Look at that. Look at all the people in the rafters.
Now Cole. Cardona, lock on. Cardona right away, knee strike to the midsection. Around the way, ring in the arm. Gonna find that.
I really wish I was at
clear
the
down
picture
Desmond Cole.
Desmond
Cole, reversal
some
in mind,
advice.
back to his feet. Wait, up, down.
Things to work
My
on.
word, drives Cardona over the top. Cardona, I don't know if that was voluntary
God
or
damn it.
involuntarily exiting the ring. Sterling and Cardona now. In that strategy. Cardona looks like a man with a plan.
Kudos on Matt Cardona too to fucking come out of WWE and basically be the biggest
Hold on.
fucking
Sterling.
star.
Sterling helped him
in
onto the
independent
apron, averted the gaze of Cole for a moment, but Cole rallying back. The trifecta right hands. Cardona reverses the Irish whip. Sterling, come on!
Now,
Cardona just launched Desmond Cole into the ropes. Mark Sterling. Successful interference, and I got to believe Herman Maine, they're fixing to chase Mark Sterling out of here with pitchforks and torches. But Cardona now back on the offensive, drills in the big right. No love from Herman.
oh,
Now Cardona keeping the pressure on, pie face Irish whip. Cole now up and out the back door. It's the bait in Cardona, split.
fucking Desmond. I don't know how Desmond Cole does not have a WWE contract.
Uh-oh. Cartwheels out of harm's way. Tries to drill
Probably
in
will
the
now
kick.
after this.
Finds the heel kick. Cardona now once again to the floor.
Probably like,
not taking
fucking ropes
kindly
are so
to
fucking
the,
low. This sucks.
past being referenced. And now Desmond Cole, the big boofa, takes out Sterling and Cardona 2 for 1. But now, with Mark Sterling potentially out of the way, maybe temporarily, maybe permanently, but the big boofa can set his sights solely. Wait a minute, Sterling, just like that. Not even playing possum on the floor. Desmond had enough of Mark Sterling walking down Smart Mark, but my word, rattles the jaw of Desmond Cole. The Yakuza kick through the ropes. Well done. But Herman does not, in fact, approve.
Oof, that kick looked like it sucked.
Now Cardona has the moments Insult to injury. He is affixed. Desmond Cole on the floor looking to do some damage. Launches Cole into the steel ring post.
Oh,
So
chanting in Bakabe. Fuck off.
Not adulation, it's acid. But now, Cardona, keeping his clutches on
Bacabella,
Cole,
sorry.
sends him back into the ring.
Sydney Bacabella.
The pressure is on.
He wants to get on the
Matt
podcast.
Cardona
I gotta talk
keeps
to
it
him.
on with the
Gotta
best
have
of
him
them.
on.
Drives down Cole hard. And the whole complexion of Limitless
Working the
Wrestling
crowd,
may change tonight.
not doing anything
if Matt
crazy.
Cardona leaves here with the
This is
Limitless
awesome.
Wrestling World Championship. Choking the life out of Desmond Cole. Desmond Cole
Greenlee's like, "Ooh,
in a
I'm not
bad
gonna do
way,
anything, but
rally back from 0 to hero with the best of it. Cardona makes that big money because he doesn't allow these things to happen. Keeps the ball in his court at all times. But Herman, no love. And Cardona, it's getting to it. Daggers, lasers being stared at Desmond Cole. And now he's trying to choke the life out of Desmond Cole once again. He is tested. That 5 count of our referee, Eric. They did a Mark Sterling. Smart Mark Sterling now. Choking Desmond Cole across that bottom rope of Eric Greenleaf. Of course, none the wiser. Cardona now. Firmly on the driver's seat, utilizing those ropes. Love it or hate, it's a great effect. And now, changing it up, drives him down to the neck breaker. That neck in a very bad way for Desmond Cole. The tingling in the fingers. And now, cinched in. Knee in the small of the back, draining the life out of Desmond Cole. Our Herman, our Morgan Hill faithful, trying to rally behind their champion. They don't want to see it go down this way. Meanwhile, on the outside of the ring, Channing Thomas, Sidney Bacabella, those expressions, it's no longer one of complete and utter confidence. It's a very tense
sunset
atmosphere.
flip.
Sunset flip. Desmond Cole very nearly retains, but out of the way. Backslide, backslide. Trying to lower that center, but Cardona having
murder.
Huge, very near championship victory. Massive clothesline. Matt Cardona gets 100% efficiency from every maneuver. The complete is not hyperbole. A complete athlete in every sense of the word. Desmond Cole, in the deepest waters he's swam in thus far, feels the energy in the room, trying to rise. Is the body willing? Overhand. Oh my! Those rights. Oh, they're stinging. And now, Irish whip. Cardona reverses. Out to the outside. Climbing Enziguri. Crowns Cardona. And now we're rolling. Jack, that stunner. The equilibrium completely destroyed of Matt Cardona. Desmond Cole. Full energy incoming. Oh, very nearly.
Oof.
Yeah, that was all or nothing for Desmond Cole. Cardona probably saw his life flash before his eyes, brandishing that eye. Cardona, bottomless bag of tricks in his own right.
Nothing. Tiny.
Cardona may be looking to put this one to bed. May be looking to bring the Limitless Wrestling World Championship back home to Long Island. Desmond Cole. It's so. Cleans the clock on Cardona. Desmond Cole.
I forgot what the finishes were. I know it's
Huge risk, huge reward.
Big boot in the
Have
corner.
himself some breathing room.
I don't know what his other finish.
Sir, you've earned it. Cardona now, utilizing those ropes, trying to get back to his feet. Both champion and challenger on rubber legs. Desmond Cole. A pair of rights. Make it 3. Stacking them up. All the energy going into the hands. Cardona not having any of it, but Desmond Cole not to be denied. Sweep of the legs. Down goes Cardona. Hold on. Drives him down hard, and just like that, back to his feet.
One-time bomb? Oh, no,
Drop
the
zone, the roll, leg
roll.
drop. Sticks the landing right across the throat. Into the cover. But only 2.
It's a great fucking match.
Applauding his client.
Talk,
Trying to will on tonight's challenge. Desmond Cole. Cardona's in the drop zone, and Smart Mark Sterling knew it. Tried to be able to buy Cardona some time.
Ooh,
Time was
that's
all
crazy
it took.
bump.
Desmond Cole,
Oh.
balance interrupted.
Are we seeing a woot?
Coming in hot. Oh, my.
gross.
Boot across the jaw. Desmond Cole out cold. Matt Cardona, cover.
Oh, that
Only
was
2.
that was a close. That was close.
Right on the button.
I didn't know he did
with
that now.
that
Woo, woo.
The velocity on that. But somehow, some way, Desmond Cole
What are you gonna do now?
hanging tough.
I don't know what
Holding
his
on
other
to
thing
that
he does.
Limitless Wrestling World Championship.
Can't
And
remember.
Matt Cardona maybe setting up the radio. Silence! Answers at the powerbomb. Boofa! Cover! Only 2.
Maybe a power.
Got all of that powerbomb. One of the strongest maneuvers in the
I can't
arts.
remember when it's the one. Was it like a zigzag? Was
Where
that?
that powerbomb goes.
No, zigzag was
That
dull.
swanton bomb, that jump off, that is not far behind, folks. The big Boofa now. Eyeing up Cardona. Full speed. Finds home for that boot this time around. Elevates Cardona to the second. Raise the roof. And now trusting and falling and German suplex.
Love that.
Cardona dropped hard on that neck. Now, Shining Wizard.
Shining Wizard.
Big Boofa. Desmond Cole. So close to retaining. So close. Matt Cardona. Fortitude on display.
Fuck these wristbands.
Both champion and challenger are worn out. Boofa trying to hold on to Cardona. Cardona exiting to the outside, trying to recharge his batteries, catches wind. Back in he goes. Down the middle rope. And now, Impaler. Cover. Cardona. Very near.
That was
Closer
close.
and closer he gets. The frustration is starting to set in. Now what? I think I know. The people rallying behind Desmond Cole, our current Limitless Wrestling World Champion. Winner of this bout goes on to face world-class Channing Thomas, your Limitless Wrestling Rumble winner. Hold on. Eric Greenlee set into the corner. Cardona might get himself disqualified. Now big boot. Boot to the midsection. Oh, the DDT. The DDT on that championship. Cardona's out.
Isn't that a
Cardona's
disqualification there?
out. Once again, Cardona digging deep. Only get one chance to make a debut in Limitless Wrestling, and my word, Matt Cardona pulling out all the stops. Grandest prize in Limitless Wrestling hangs in the balance.
Do something right. Yes.
Hold on, Desmond Cole. Desmond Cole was eyeing up that championship. Radio silence.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Flex.
okay, yep.
New champ, Matt Cardona.
Kind of like a zigzag.
Get out of town. The heaviest weapon in the armory of Matt Cardona. The Big Boofa somehow still in it. If you had any question, folks, about what that Limitless Wrestling Championship means to the Big Boofa Desmond Cole, look no further. These actions are speaking loud tonight here in Herman. But now Cardona, it may just take one more radio silence, and he'll be walking away with the Limitless Wrestling World Championship. Going for it. The Boofa out the door.
Oh.
Hold on. Oh, no!
Oh, there goes Greenleaf.
Cardona delivered the knockout shot.
No, Greenleaf.
Cyclone kick from the Big Boofa. Cover. Cardona's out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nearly won the bout 3 times over. But the official, Eric Greenleaf, cleaned out, unconscious. We need another official. But wait a minute. Oh, the low blow. Matt Cardona.
That's good facials. That's good facials.
Desmond Cole caught a haymaker between the uprights, and Cardona, ear-to-ear smile, requesting that championship.
Are we going to see a
the
smash in
Internet
the face, but he's gonna
Championship
get out of the way?
in the clutches of Smart Mark Sterling. Coming in hot. Oh, wait a minute. Cardona just got braved by his own Internet Championship. Smart Mark Sterling. I gotta believe you're out of a job, pal. Wait a minute. Eyes on the apron. Milo Mira, our Pogo King. Deja vu. Two Pogo cross bodies in one night. Are we blessed? And now gets brained by the Internet Championship.
He fucking ate
Matt
that.
Cardona swung for the fences. And now Desmond Cole in the middle of the crosshairs of Matt Cardona. Cole out of the way. No! Taste of his own medicine. Radio silence. Go there! Cardona.
Wow, this is a great fucking match.
Last possible millisecond.
Great fucking match.
Wanted no part of being beaten by his own maneuver. This whole night here in Herman has been magic. This is the climax. This is the finale. And Desmond Cole perched on dangerous ground. Cardona. The trifecta, stacking up the rights. No love. Herman wants no part of a change of hands for that championship here. But Cardona, he may make it come to life. Hold on. Wow. Cardona jettisoned to the middle of the ring.
One time bomb.
Perched. Boofa.
Boofa bomb.
Jump up. Got it. Cover that man.
Yeah, that was such a great fucking match. Such a great fucking match. All right. I have to know. Did Desmond beat Channing Thomas tonight? I really hope so. I really, really hope so. We'll see it. Share screen. We'll see it. Hopefully he did.
They've got promotions. Channing Thomas is going to have a lot of
There
time
we
to
go.
say what he wants, but he's going to mind his man. He's going to stay on the man.
Got the shit out of him.
He's done this dance before.
Desmond Cole put Channing Thomas in a bad spot in the record books. Steps up.
Crossbody catches
Smash
him.
out of the air. Channing Thomas has never forgotten it.
Oh, body
Scoop
slam.
and a slam.
The opposite side, nicely done.
But I'm
Trying to
worried.
get to brush the dirt off his shoulder there. Thought he might have hurt his shoulder. Can you imagine the early going of the match?
What did the razzle dazzle? Nothing doing.
Corkscrew elbow of Channing Thomas adding a little bit more impact. Turning the body. Desmond Cole now in hot.
Yeah, no stranger to razzle dazzle in his own regard.
I love it.
He's feeling good.
This
Desmond Cole is feeling good. We saw that Channing Thomas was going for the pile driver already. It's going to be the jump off for Desmond Cole. That's swanton from the top, landing flat on his opponent. This meant victory for him on many an occasion, and if he can do it tonight, barring any outside interference from that man right there, Sidney Bacabella, then I do believe that he will be able to retain the Limitless Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
And between Channing Thomas and Desmond Cole, we've seen both of these combatants dig deep a multitude of times. Channing Thomas has busted out that 450 splash.
Certainly has.
Both of these warriors, freak athletes. If you don't believe me, keep your eye on the contest, folks. This is the Great Divide. We are closing the gap between 2024 and 2025 with this very bout.
And think of everything that we saw today. Everyone that wants an opportunity to lay claim at that championship. The Aaron Warks of the world. Aiden Agro with his first victory in 6 months tonight. Think of the newcomer Gabby Forza with a huge victory.
We heard the address from Anthony Green earlier.
Anthony Green leaving a place always better than the way he finds it. Wants to get back on track.
And Desmond Cole, Channing Thomas, this first event of 2025 here in Yarmouth, they want to leave with the top prize in Limitless Wrestling. Desmond Cole, up and over out the back door, potentially baiting in Thomas.
Thomas knew exactly.
Oh my God, that
He's
was
been
gross.
there before, Johnny. Not once, not twice. The 8th occasion tonight. Johnny.
8th time. Between tag team, 4-ways, what have you, the 3-way with JT Dunn for the championship.
Lest we forget.
8 times. The 4th singles bout. And now Desmond Cole. He's got to listen to that Sidney Bacabella banter the whole time. But Channing Thomas, pressure like a chainsaw. But who knows, on this roster, who knows, cover, Desmond Cole, like Channing Thomas. I don't think anybody else does.
Once again, working on, putting pressure on the neck, Johnny. Pay close attention. A tactician. We know the name of the game. It's pile driver tonight. Neck breaker. It's pile driver all day.
And that fall forward power bomb, that swanton bomb, they require, whether it be the arch of the back or that midsection strength. Channing Thomas is being surgical.
As he always is.
Yes. He did that for no-gi grappling for the NAGA. He's done that how many times throughout professional wrestling? Capitalized on championship opportunities the country over. But Desmond Cole.
Shoots off Channing, reverses it. And a Manhattan drop.
Well done.
Channing Thomas.
Oh, shit.
Kick. Out of the page of a Dean Malenko or even a D'Lo Brown. Gina Monty there for the cover, 2. Only 2.
Love me some D'Lo Brown. Desmond Cole answers the count. But Channing Thomas, ever a student of the game, he finds the combo offense, and that's how he keeps raising his stock in professional wrestling. Stomping away now at Desmond Cole. Potentially destined to do this forever.
Oh.
Boot to the face of Desmond Cole. Big boofa. This is not a tag team match. Much like the last time, Zilla Fatu, nowhere to be found for Desmond Cole tonight. It is his laurels, and if anyone can do it, it is Desmond Cole. That's what makes Channing Thomas so dangerous. And I've said this since the days of Prestigious, Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
He does not need the help. His laurels are more than good enough. Cover 2.
but he has always had the acumen to be a champion on his own without a John Alba, without a Sidney Bacabella, without a Brett Ryan Gossett, without a Mac Daniels. Channing Thomas all day can get it done. He chooses not to.
Shit.
So when it comes down to push and shove tonight, he doesn't need Sidney Bacabella. He needs to just focus. He needs to dial in. He needs to turn it up a notch maybe, but he needs to just focus. Cut off that ring. Do not let him breathe.
Because Desmond Cole and Channing Thomas are aligned in perspective for one night and one night only. They want to leave the first Yarmouth event of 2025 as the man, as the king, as the holder of the grandest prize at the end of the Great Divide. And Channing Thomas.
And here it is. Do not take the time. Do not address the fans. Sidney Bacabella can do it afterwards. Heck, we know he's going to do it either way.
Yeah.
But do not take that time. Neckbreaker incoming once again, Johnny. Desmond Cole feels it coming, needs to put on the brakes, and does so.
And now the Irish whip, Channing with the reversal. Desmond Cole cartwheels over the top. Climbs up into the enziguri.
It's him again. Desmond Cole. Going to take a high-risk move here.
Swirl of the fingers. He might be looking to dive through those ropes. Nope, nothing doing.
Right
liver shot.
Back.
Liver shot.
Let that suck.
And now the Argentine backbreaker.
Spinning him around. Lays him out.
The rat crack into the neck breaker.
Taking a page out of a true innovator. The innovator of offense himself, Chris Canyon.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. Channing Thomas has always been an innovator in his own right.
And Bob Thomas, do not waste time. Go for that pile driver.
And if the first one doesn't work, go for the Jerry Lynn pile driver. We've seen him do that before. But Desmond Cole, motionless, opting for the branding iron. But hold on, Desmond Cole wants none of it. Wants none of that Rick Martel, none of that Boston Crab.
Channing Thomas putting the boots to Desmond Cole, leaves him laying. His shoulders have been down for quite some time. If I'm Channing Thomas, I would have went for a pin.
Gotta believe Channing Thomas wants this to be the most conclusive victory that he's had in Limitless Wrestling to date.
Well, then he would be wise not to play with his food here, Johnny.
Against his greatest rival of all time. I'm right there with you.
Crowd firmly behind Buffa.
No question there.
Overhand right.
Channing Thomas using this time to recharge his batteries.
The only reason why you won is because you had
a fluke, he says.
Wow,
is that a fluke?
The super into the right. A fluke is one of the most common fish you can find in the ocean. So if you go looking for a fluke, you very well might find one.
Oh, Lance flush! Desmond Cole, that capoeira kick. It ain't just a dance, folks.
Channing Thomas staggered, spinning in the ropes. Cole World, bringing the thunder. Elbow, big right, stacking them up. And we know the path to victory for Desmond Cole. That final destination, that lion salt.
Gets every bit of it. Gets every bit of it. High risk, big time reward. Sets out with a Michinoku driver back up onto his feet.
And the people are rolling behind the big Buffa. A gentleman that kept... Wait a
measuring him
minute.
Oh.
Coming in hot. Nothing to
Whatever it may have been, Channing rolls out of the way, coming back in. Goes on the side. Gets him again, Johnny.
Off the rebound.
Only takes so many more of those shots to the head. So many have landed concurrently. Every time he's thrown them, Johnny, he has landed just about every time.
That CTE is going to find you. Desmond Cole up the middle. Nothing doing but a sure-footed. Rolls into the leg drop.
Yeah.
Aggressive with that leg drop into the cover. Gina Monty there. Says only two.
Desmond Cole. None of the heavy artillery's been rolled out yet, but you know that he's thinking about it. That final destination, the power bomb, the fall forward power bomb, that jump off, the swanton.
It's a matter of hitting
got
it,
this,
Johnny.
Desmond.
It's
Yes,
one
sir.
thing for us to say it. We know
Yes, sir.
we know his background. We know what he's got in his arsenal. But he's got to hit it. He's got to get it off.
Desmond Cole.
What to bring to your attention so far, Sidney Bacabella has been a non-factor. I am not confident that it stays that way, Johnny.
Aiden Agro, Jay Haru, the questions are there. Hold on. Okada roll. Channing Thomas.
Roll all the way through. 2. Only 2. Kicking out is Channing Thomas.
The sweep and Desmond Cole. Up and down.
Nicely
Damn.
done, Desmond Cole. The Uranagi. Only 2. Desmond Cole putting together in succession a lot of innovative offense.
Launched him one way, dropped him another. Well done. And Papa Bear back into the equation. He may have been just trying to keep the fans happy, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what he was doing, Johnny.
Of course.
No
Of
doubter.
course. Yep, sure.
Desmond Cole
Anyways,
trying to find a way here to keep Channing Thomas down, like you said, the jump off. But you got to keep your opponent down. You don't even want any chance of him moving.
that final destination, he's got options. But who knows better than Desmond Cole at this point that Channing Thomas is one of the most game combatants on the roster.
I think that might be Sidney.
Thomas
Well,
smells like hot dog.
Necessarily Channing.
They hang out so close together.
One problem at a
Boom.
time, Johnny. Once again, another kick landing flush.
One problem at a time for Channing.
Chance of hot dog water breaking out in Maine. Oftentimes reserved for the tractor pull or sometimes even the monster truck rally.
But the capo kick is never reserved for that.
Yeah.
And Desmond Cole lands that flush. Channing Thomas in a heap on the ring apron. Channing Thomas, Desmond Cole.
So you see Papa Bear getting nervous over there, starting to get a little bit more antsy in the corner.
Neither one of these combatants came this far just to come this far. If you wanted an insight to what the future of New England, of Northeast wrestling, what it looks like, look no further. Cyclone,
Gets
snatch.
Oh, wow.
That's in deep. Oh, that's in tight.
Oh, the deep squat with the bounce. Desmond Cole, even close to the ropes. He's got a long climb and a business decision to make.
Again, wrenching it in.
That's
Oh, he's
not-
close.
Oh,
He's close to the rope.
That's not Ryan Waters.
Oh, he's close to the rope, Johnny, but I don't know if he's close enough.
Turn into the line tamer. Come on.
Channing
Cinching it
Thomas.
in.
Turn into the line
Higher
tamer.
arch, standing up a little bit straight.
The hands clasped, well done with the form. But Desmond Cole.
Gets the ropes. Let's go immediately. You heard Sidney Bacabella. He's hurt. That's why he's going to let it go, because now he's going to put the boots to him.
Right.
You can do that.
One of the hardest maneuvers to keep on after the fact. That Boston Crab, the deep squat required of you.
Pile driver. Nope. To the outside goes Channing Thomas. Desmond Cole.
He's exhausted.
Trying to regain his footing. Hangs him out to dry over that top rope.
Steel cable right across the throat of Channing
So damn
Thomas.
good. So damn
Great
good.
equalizer for Desmond Cole.
Oh,
The capo kick.
How many unanswered shots to the head is Channing
I
Thomas
know,
going to
right?
take, Johnny?
Your guess is as good as mine. CTE's going to take over at some point.
Boy.
But now Channing Thomas in a heap on the apron. Desmond Cole scratching, clawing to keep clutches on that Limitless Wrestling World Championship.
Thomas now. Trying to put on the brakes. Desmond Cole going to try to bring him in the hard way.
Never afraid to lean on that strength.
We've seen him bounce up usually after a suplex. Can he do it? Back up. Back up is Desmond Cole. And now I think it's time, Johnny. The plan's coming together.
Channing Thomas in a heap. Desmond Cole drills home the low super kick. Thought he might have been thinking about the Shining Wizard. Into the cover.
Kick out the count of 2. Oh, wait a minute. Jump off time, Johnny. Now is the time.
Just like that.
Papa Bear getting nervous. Moving around, getting Nancy. Jump off! Oh, no, the knees.
Oh, knees.
The knees, Johnny.
Got all of it. Pulled the ankle.
No. No.
That's it.
No.
That's it.
Kick out, please.
Ball
Kick
game.
out.
Ball game. Put it on the board.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
He kicked out.
103% efficiency. 110% efficiency.
Thank God.
Does not matter.
What is he, some sort of computer?
Does not matter if you're Desmond Cole.
You didn't get him, Johnny. Give him another. Why not give him another?
It's another one. It's the Jerry Lehner. It's the 450 splash. That's it.
Jerry Thomas has pitched 1 run ball so far. Yes, he pitched 1 run ball over 8. You're in the 9th inning. You gotta have enough gas in the tank.
But what happens when that home stadium crowd is so hard against you?
Jay Thomas once again.
It's either Mariano Rivera or it's nothing. And Channing Thomas.
What is Sidney saying? Sidney's got something to say over there to Channing Thomas. I can't believe Sidney Bacabella has kept his nose out of this business, and I don't believe it.
With the exception of that one little ankle grab, right into the pile driver. Most minute moment. But now, Desmond Cole in a bad way on the top rope. Not even able to hold himself high under his own power.
Well, wait a minute. This is a pile driver position. This won't just be the end of the match. This will be the end of Desmond Cole's year. In ring, Johnny. Johnny, no.
Desmond Cole trying to stay adhered to that top rope, but Channing Thomas.
You have to bring him down the hard way. Trying to once again go for it, perhaps a superplex.
Fighting for it. Desmond Cole finds his way out.
Nicely done.
Like against Matt Cardona.
Wait a second.
A complete reversal.
Johnny, the jump off. No knees this time. Rolls through.
T-Ray.
Oh,
Gina Monty, no.
Gina ate the capo kick. Channing Thomas.
Oh,
Goodness,
I
we
think
gotta
I
get
got
some help
hurt.
for her.
Well, you gotta believe Nate Speckman.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Finally. As expected, Johnny.
I'm hoping.
Johnny, as expected. Damn it. This entire time, Johnny.
I'm hoping the board of directors watch this back very closely.
Board of directors, huh, Johnny?
Yeah.
Oh. Listen to this crowd.
They're gonna get chased out.
Here's a cherry on the top of the
pitchforks
Sunday.
and torches.
He's got
Good
it.
for the goose. It is good for the gander. And take a gander. And Desmond Cole. What's he saying, guys? Guys, it's got to be Haru.
Oh.
It's got to be Jay Haru, right? It got to be the No Doubt. No Doubt.
The Roll and Rue crew.
Alexander Lee and Ace Romero over
They've
there.
got that envelope already. You better believe it.
I thought we were going to see a competitive match. At the end, I knew it was too good to be true.
So it's like those trick candles you blow it on your birthday cake, but they don't go out.
Stocking their prey, trying to think what they're going to do. Channing Thomas is taking a breather in the corner, waving that envelope. They're just stalking their prey here.
Agro and Rue pondering the moves on Desmond Cole. Wait a minute! Aaron Rourke.
Aaron Rourke.
Forza, Evil
Gabby.
Gnomes.
Yes, hit Jay Haru in the mouth. Yes.
Coming to the aid, driving Haru and Agro to the floor.
Get him out of there.
Strong Island standing tall. Forza, Rourke, Cole. Channing Thomas. No support personnel left.
Aiden Agro trying to get out of dodge. Hey, Ro, look out!
Aaron Rourke battering Aiden Agro to the back.
They're taking Jay Haroon, the one shut out back as well.
Gabby Forza.
Thank goodness.
We're back to an even contest.
I believe so. Damage may have been done. 2 low blows, one apiece.
Coming in high.
Cole catches up.
Yakuza. Yes, indeed, in the corner. Now the elevation. We're feeling cheeky. We're feeling Nando's. German suplex on his damn head.
One more time for the jump off. For the jump off, for the title.
Ascending.
Boofa.
Perched. Poised. Jump off. Cover that man.
Where's the ref? Where's Jada? Get Greenleaf out here. Get Speckman. There's Speckman.
Kick out. Watch.
Just won the bout 3 times over. Speckman pulled to the outside.
What? What?
Dan Hodge.
So much bullshit. Oh, fucking Channing's gonna win. God damn it.
Cindy. Bacabella. Papa Bear. And that soup is too hot, Troy.
Desmond Cole.
Channing's gonna win. God damn it.
Again, but Papa Bear.
The alternative. Anthony Green.
And Anthony Green. I believe he owes one to Big Boofa.
Take it back to the Vacation Land Cup in Lewiston. Anthony Green was set to capture.
Anthony's gonna
the
go heel.
Women's
Watch.
Wrestling World Championship yet again. Sydney in a bad way. Bad part of town.
One piece left to take care of, Johnny Torres.
The alternative Boofas. No! Damn, what? No! Anthony Green!
Johnny!
I called it. I'm so sad now.
This is the man that said he leaves a place better! A pile driver on that injured neck! Into the waiting arm! Not another! You can't take it, no! Johnny, that man is supposed to leave wrestling better! This is not it! Gina's back!
Is this better, HG?
Dude, this is the better! Dude, you gotta be getting out this way, Rich! Don't do it!
You son of a bitch! Don't you do it! Don't you say it! Don't you do it, Rich! So help me God! Don't you do it! Don't you say it! I swear to God!
Good way to go heel right there, Anthony.
The time of the fall, 20.
And fans are pissed. Look at that. Fans are pissed.
Circumstances! Green.
Anthony Green!
Wow. I'm so sad right now. I called it too. As soon as I'm like, Anthony's going heel. Anthony's going heel. God damn it. God damn it. Fuck. I'm sad now. I'm really sad now. It's bullshit. I knew it as soon as they did so many fucking run-ins and shit. I'm like, yep. Desmond's not going over. Fucking Channing is keeping him strong with all the bullshit, but still, it's fucking. I'm sad now. I'm really sad. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, tune in every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, YouTube, Twitch. Follow us on all the audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, all of them, iHeart Radio. Sorry, I'm going gassy. Oh, I got a comment here. Here you go. The best thing he knows how to it's his complain. He's ungrateful and has bad attitude and only speak through the locker room. 1 million more, or he's out there. Fire him. Shit, I didn't see fucking what that was. I wish I would have known when you were saying that. There's a one more. Fire. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I'm spacing out, trying to figure out when you when that was. That was during Limitless show. Anywho, I am going to be wrestling next Friday. There will probably be a pre-recorded show. I'm tired, as you can see. I've only gotten a little sleep from last night's show and then working all day, so I apologize. Next Friday, working MPW Old Town. Check it out. Triple threat tag team for the MPW Tag Team Championships. MEW, Dylan Nix, Sammy Matthews will be there, and Franklin. Then we have Ring Wars, February 1st. I'll be there with Dylan Nix going against Hyper Putin rematch. Rematch that should have happened. That needed to happen. So I'm looking forward to that. Then the second will be Let's Wrestle in Milford. I don't think I'm on that card. And then we're going to have a lot of March shows, so get ready for it. Thank you guys again so much for watching. We will see you next Friday. Well, we won't see you next Friday because we will be wrestling. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you at the show at Old Town next Friday, and enjoy the pre-recorded show for next Friday. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great night. See you guys later.
Per session signing off, but we ain't saying goodbye. Keep your fans like steel, reaching for the sky. Professional